Greetings, brothers and sisters. Well, we're here again, and we're going to continue our little series that we're going through. We'll try to see if we can go a little bit faster this time. We're going to continue with what the woman bring to the table. I'm your host, Dwayne Nelson, 7-day Adventist. That's right, brothers and sisters. That's what it is. That's what it is. Alrighty. Before we do, brothers and sisters, please like, subscribe, share the video. Take your time. Leave a comment. Get it done. Get it done. Without further ado, let's go and jump right down into it. But before we do so, brothers and sisters, what you're going to be hearing here today is also covered in my book. If you like it, you can also find that on Amazon. And let's go and jump right down to it. We don't want to waste much time. So, our next question here would be, why was the woman made? The Bible tells us that the woman was made for man. That's it right there. Woman was made for man. Man was not made for woman. Woman was supposed to be a help meet for the man. Now, many people will listen to these videos and think, oh, he's misogynist. No, brother and sister. You can't hate someone for telling you the truth. Now, you might not agree with it, but this is what the Bible teaches. I believe in the Word of God, so this is what I believe. No, and if you believe something else, well, I mean, everyone's entitled to their own opinion, but no one's entitled to their own facts. The facts are the facts, and this is what it is. Woman was made for man, and not man for the woman. Woman came from the man. Now, if you have been following my studies, you just know that I think a little bit different than your average Joe. I think a little bit deeper into the text. When the word of God said that woman was made for man, what does that mean? And why was woman made for man? That God just sitting around one day and he decided, well, hey, how about we make a being? And he said, okay, that's fine. Let's go ahead and we make him just like us. Oh, fine. Let's go and make one just like us. Okay, make one just like us. Okay, we figure that out afterwards. Fine. So he make Adam. And after the while, they say, well, I think we missed one. Why was the woman made after the man? Why did not God made both of them at the same time? Because both were made. Adam was created and Eve was created. Were they created the same way? Here you come. They are not the same. Adam was formed from clay, from nothing. From nothing. That's where Adam came from. Right? He didn't exist. God decided to make some dirt. He said, okay, make some dirt. Then he said, how can I make a man? And he started to draw this man. And Adam was dead. God created a corpse. It was dead. Didn't have any life. Then God breathed into Adam's nostril the breath of life. And then Adam became alive. Before Adam became alive, did he exist? No. His body existed. Did Adam exist? No. In other words, Adam came from nothing. Right? Fine. Now we come over to the woman. God took a rib from Adam. Eve came from something. From the time she was created, she had something, which is different from how a man. And this plays out the same way in life. Man comes to this planet with nothing. Man has to make himself something. Woman come to this planet with something. She doesn't have to do anything. She just have to stay alive. That's all she need to do. Stay alive and take care of herself, obviously. Because if you take care of yourself, you get better opportunities, right? You can't let yourself go, and you let yourself go, but then you get you get the leftovers. But you take care of yourself, you got some room to choose and refuse. But man, no. Man has to go and he has to make himself something. And when he make himself something, then he has to offer that, whatever it is. Offer what he has and what he's going to have. This is what a man offers. Now the woman, she comes here with all the bells and whistles. She doesn't have to do anything. So man provides, women take. Man offers what he has, and women offer herself. They are not the same. Those two transactions are not equal. They're not equal. And it's a shame that people look at this the wrong way. They will look at it, especially those women that always go there in the women march and women movement and all this stuff. They just can't see that. But they don't want to see, better said. But life is a hard task master. We have a lot of women today that have decided to not pay attention to this. Think that they can go there and offer the one thing that they can offer a man to everyone. And then finally find the man that she should offer that to and think that that is something of equal value compared to what he's offering. Those things are not equal when you give that away. It's not an equal transaction. That fact alone, when the man decided he's going to live with that, I mean, that's all kind of blessing in disguise. May not be a blessing to him, but definitely a blessing to the woman for a man to accept that. I'm just speaking truth here, Branson. I hope y'all don't get upset with me and stuff. This is just the way it is. This is real life. And today, many women is figuring that out when it's too late. When it's too late, they're figuring that out. It's a shame, but is there going to be a pandemic of women on the street soon? They thought that they don't need a man, that they can live life on their own. This thing out here is hard, brothers and sisters, and life is going to show them. This is nothing to play with. A man is not optional. He is, especially to a woman, a man is a necessity. It's a necessity. One day you're going to be alone with no one to help you. A lot of women today, they are having a whole bunch of children out of wedlock and say, okay, I just make my children take care of me. They wasn't able to take care of their own children. Children raised up without fathers, and children are in all kind of problems. This is statistic. Their children are in all kind of trouble and going to prison, going to jail, drugs, and all kind. And it's hard for a woman to avoid that, especially if the woman has to work. How much it makes it 1,000,000 times worse. She has to go in and leave her children, let them fend for themselves because she has to work. A man is a necessity. The thing that what a man offers, that can't be substituted. But today, women have thought that this is optional. Yeah, I can do better. I can do better. I can do better. And then look at movie stars and say, well, they did better. She left this one. She went with this one. She left this one. She went with this one. And they don't even realize what they're saying. She left this one. She went with this one. She left this one. She went with this one. She left. These are people that has money. These are people, if they're movie stars, they ain't ugly. But they ain't looking at the pattern. She left or was left. Today, women leave, especially women that has money, they leave their husband before their husband leave them. This is a strange thing that happened. I leave you before you leave me. Because when they leave, that marriage wasn't in a good place. The man was thinking about it too, but the man doesn't leave. See, the man doesn't leave. The man rarely leave, better saying. It's the women that's leaving. And it's a sad thing because you have women that looking at these movie stars and thinking they left their husband and they're fine. And they think that applies to them. It doesn't apply. Those women can probably take care of themselves. Probably make enough to take care of themselves. They don't need what the man offers. Because what the man is offering, they actually have. Well, at least some of it they have. They don't have the protection. So they just pay for that. I just pay a bodyguard to protect me. Instead of a loving husband that would die for me. I just pay him to come around and follow me around. These things are not equal. And life is showing a whole lot of people that these things are not equal. A whole lot of people are figuring that out. But hey, that's just the way it is. Let's check another one. Are men and women equals? So we have come talking about this for some time now. And we see that man and woman are not equal. They don't, and they are double standards, but they don't offer the same thing. Now, why aren't they equal? This is the question. People like to talk. Oh, I heard a whole lot of people saying, yeah, man and woman are not equal. Say, okay, yeah, they're not equal. And they say, yeah, because, man offer this and woman offer the other thing and this and that. And it gets all convoluted. There's a reason why man and woman is not equal. And it has nothing to do with man and woman. I was waiting on that, right? It has nothing to do with man and woman. The reason why man and woman are not equal is because the father and the son are not equal. That's the reason why. That's the reason why, brothers and sisters. It's the reason why Adam and Eve was not created at the same time. It's the reason why one came from the other. The son came from the father. Eve came from Adam. That is the reason why, brothers and sisters. One has more authority than the other. God gave everything to Adam. Adam brought the entire world to Eve. And this is what he offered Eve. What did Eve offer in of um like value? What did Eve buy that with? What did she pay for everything that Adam offered her? What did she pay with that with? Herself. Now, it's a thing that women would want to argue about because it sounds like it's terrible. because that's the way that they choose to look at it. They can't see any other way. No, that's horrible. That's horrible. Eve just offered herself. She didn't have anything, and they don't realize that she did offer something. She offered herself, and herself had worth all of that. Herself was the equal value of what Adam offered her. To Adam, at least. And women today will want to look down on that. So why do you want to look down on that? That is showing you how important the woman was. But what is happening here is today women want to be men. No, I want to be equal with you when we are not equal. We offer two separate things, but those two separate things equates to each other. A man is perfectly willing to live his entire life working, providing, protecting one woman. He is offering everything. He is given everything. And he has everything to lose as well. Especially today in our society. Some women get married to be divorced. They just wait enough time that the law would permit them to take what the man has. It's a sad thing. It's a sad thing, brothers and sisters, but that's the reality that we live in today. That's the reality. And man live with it. Whenever a man proposes, he takes all of this into consideration. And he hopes for the best. He hopes for the best, brothers and sisters. So with that said, I guess we can probably go on to another one. Let's go a little faster. So, brothers and sisters, just to recap here on if men and women are equal. We are not equal. We offer two different things and we expect two different things. A man expects a woman to respect him. A woman expects a man to love her. Now, what is the difference between respect? What is it? How does a man love a woman, and how does a woman respect a man? Because the Bible tells us that men love your wife, women respect your husband. Your husband isn't looking for love, brothers and sisters. He's looking for respect. That's the thing that he needs. That's the thing that he needs. He needs his woman to respect him. He needs his woman to see the thing that he does for the acknowledgement. This is the thing that a man needs from a woman. Now, what does a woman need from a man? Woman needs a man to love her. How does a man love the woman? But before we begin, how does a woman respect a man? It's tending to his needs. This is physically and mentally, spiritually, tending to his needs. If a man goes out, he does something, he expects his women to notice it. Say, oh, okay, you did that. A simple, that's very nice. Suffice. Just an acknowledgement that, you appreciate what he just took his time to do. That's a little acknowledgement. He A man isn't asking for a whole lot, brothers and sisters. We in there think you gotta be praising me all day. No, simple. That was very nice. Thank you. That right there is the payment that he was looking for. When you're in public, you respect your husband. You let everybody know that he is your husband and what he says goes. Anything that he decides to do, you're on board with it. That is respect. Do not be fighting him, arguing. That's not respect. These, because it's a bare minimum. He just wants you to be on his side. Okay? He's going to always consult. A true man will always consult with his wife. We want to do this. I think we should do this. Do you have any objection? Do you have anything? But the man should always be willing to listen to what the woman has to say. But the man is the one that decides, even if it's a bad decision. Even if it's a bad decision. And the woman know that it is a bad decision. You say, okay, I'm going to just go with what you. He'll figure out that it's not a good decision. And next time he'll make a better decision. See? But it should not be a fight. A man does not want to go out, fight, kill dragons, and come back, bring the bacon home, and then sit down. Then he have to fight with his wife as well. It's too much. Man is looking for peace. When he get home, he want to be in peace. And there's another idea that man has to be. My wife told me this once. She said, "Hey, we both work, and you should be cleaning the house too, and doing this and doing that." I say, well, all right, yeah, because we equals. I said, all right, we equals. Fine. I'll I'll help you. I'll do half of your work, and then you do half of mine too. Anytime anything is broken, yeah, you're gonna come out and you're gonna help me, because we equals, right? You work and I work. You're gonna help me load the lawn. That's right. You can also, when something broken in the house, yeah, you're gonna help me break the tiles and fix that leak that we have in there under the floor, on the cement, on the slab. Yeah, you're gonna help me there too. Yeah, we're gonna do some work up in here. Yeah, this is half and half, right? She's like, oh, no, I don't want to do that. What do you mean you don't want to do that? No, I don't want to go and do that kind of work. But you don't have no problem with me doing your work, but you should be able to do mine too, right? That would be at least fair. No, but see, what women want is for you to do all that you have to do in half of what they have to do. That's equal. I said, how is that equal? You're going to help me do what I have to do. And I ain't asking you because you need to do that. It's hard labor, hard. You don't have to do that kind. But the thing that you should be doing, I have to go and help you do that too. I have to do what I have to do. Go to work, come home, and I have to do my work at home, and then go and do half of yours. And I always help out as well. Doesn't matter. If I don't have anything to do, I go and I help out in the house. I have no problem with that. But that's not the point. The point here is the equality. Women seem to only be how equal when it benefits them. And there's nothing wrong with that. No, I talked to my wife some time ago. There's nothing wrong with that. I said, women only want equality when it benefits them. That's not true. I said, well, I started to give her some scenarios. You're like, well, maybe it is maybe it has some truth to it, but I don't think about it that way. I said, but I don't know if that's the way you think about it, but that's the way it is. They have to agree. I have to agree. This equality business. This is it. Only they only see half and half when it's half of what they have to do. That's when they want this equality. You gotta go in there and help in the kitchen. You gotta go and sweep the yard. You gotta go there and sweep the floor and mop the floor and cook too. You have to cook too. I said, of course. That's a lot of things that I have to do now. And you don't want to help me another thing that I have to do. Sometimes I'm out there working. I say, well, okay, come here, give me a hand. She come on, she look around a little bit and probably pass me a board or something. And I gotta go. Do I get upset about that? No, because she doesn't have to do that. That's something that I'm the one that's supposed to be doing that. She can help if she wants. It's always willing to get a hand. But I'm not gonna say you gotta help me with this because you lazy or something. No, Francis, that's not the way it is. Women are naturally mean, stingy, naturally. I told that to my wife. She was like, well, "That's not true." I say, "What do you mean it's not true? That's 100% true. Women naturally is like that." And want to get into argument there. I said, let me just put it this way. Why are you getting upset? No, because that's not true being mean. I said, show me a scenario where you're not mean. She thought about it a little bit. It never did dawn on her. Show me a scenario when you're not mean. And I mean mean in a bad sense. I mean mean in the sense that it's mine. This is mine. And I have a special use for this, whatever it is. And she thought about it. She couldn't find any scenario where she would want to part with something. Except one scenario. And this is a scenario that proved the point. So with the kids, I'm always making sure the kids have what to eat and how their clothes to wear and this and that and how this and I was there listening. So okay. Uh so you make them their food, you make them your their clothes and you wash their clothes and she was naming a whole bunch of stuff out and say, hey, see I ain't mean. It's interesting. Uh where am I in this scenario? Where am I located in the scenario that you just gave? She stopped. She think about it. So wow, yeah, you're nowhere to be found, right? So yeah, that's right. Because you mean. She stopped. She think about it. Said, wow. It never did dawn on her. Sorry, never did dawn on her that to take things for granted. So where am I in this scenario? You name up a whole bunch of things, but you know none of them include me. I said, should I get upset with that? No. Why not? Because that's just the way women are. Women are naturally wired to receive, naturally. And they receive to give. They receive to give, especially to the children. They go there to work and they get something to think about children, you're going to give that to the children. They get something to think about children, going to give that to children. And they always think about, I got to get this for the, you need shoes, you need this, you need this, you need this. And they're getting to give. They're getting to give, getting to give. I ask the question, where are you getting it from? Hmm? Not getting it from me. Stop talking about it. The idea that she works as well has nothing to do with it because when I work, everything that I make, I give to her. When she work, she keeps everything. So I was showing her. I said, "Tell me something. If when was the last time you give me your paycheck? What? That has never happened." I said, "Oh, but tell me something. Why has not happened? How come I can, without a thought, give you my entire paycheck, and you have never even thought about doing the same? Now, isn't that being mean?" She stopped and thought about it. Well, I said, but it's nothing wrong with that. Man and woman thinks differently. Man offered that to you. When the man proposed, that's what he offered to give you everything. That is not what you offered the man. It's not what you offered me. You offered me something else. That's what you offered me. And that thing that you offered me is always in my mind. Because that's the one thing that is 100% mine. That's just the way the man think about it. We are not equal. And we don't want equal things. But we do want things of equal value to us. The thing that I'm offering you, hey, you are buying that with something of equal value. And the thing is that women seem to not know what that is. And the thing, they offer this to everybody. Some men would accept that and say, okay, well, everybody got this thing that's only supposed to be for me, but that's fine. That's fine. I live with it. Some men would put up with that. The problem is, not every a man that is worth his salt might not see it that way. He's not gonna say, "Well, everybody got what you offering me. What's so special about it? Ain't nothing special about what you offering me." Now, could the woman say the same thing? There's nothing special about what you offering me when the man is offering her everything that he has and is going to have, and all she can offer him is what she is. So all she can offer the man, what she is, and this doesn't have anything to do with if the woman works or she doesn't work. A woman can be a millionaire. She can have all kind of have a better job than the man. Man doesn't look at that. A man does not look at the woman title. He does not look at the woman what she has. The man look at if the woman is agreeable, if I'm able to live with her, if she is friendly. That's what the man look at. And then, is she a virgin? Or as close to it as possible. That's one thing the man looks at. Because that is what you are buying him with. That's just the way it is, brothers and sisters. But I think we can stop it here and we'll come back a little later and we're going to go through, is there a double standard? May God bless and keep you, brothers and sisters. These videos are going to be a little hard. It's going to be a little graphic. So I recommend that it's not for children, right? We adults here, and we need to know these things, brothers and sisters. especially women today. Women need to know what it is that they are offering. They can't expect to just offer this thing to everybody and then expect Mr. Right to come and just accept it. I mean, it's a possibility, but that's a very low possibility. Very low possibility. But you can take a chance and see how that works out for you. But my um, advice would be, whether you're a man or a woman, guard yourself. Guard yourself against men and against women. Because the devil, he is busy. And nowadays, it's very, very accessible to everybody. Men and women, and accessible to everybody. Dating sites and all these things. People, this is a hookup culture. And the only one that has something to lose in the hookup culture are women. Ain't no doubt about it. May God bless and keep you, brother and sister, and I'll see you again in the next one. You have a wonderful day.